we need the motion? Because he just did it last time. So clerk said it.
Good morning. This is cause number 2013-16676. In the interest of Ariana Pedraza, please all parties raise your right hands to be sworn. And unmute yourself, please, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Pedraza. Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Pedraza? Thank you. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship. You can put your hand down. Your name and your relationship to the child. Ma'am.
Yes, I'm her mother,
Your name?
Margarita Vasquez.
All right, sir, your name and your relationship to the child?
Miguel Pedraza, her father.
And counsel, Ms. Villarreal, your name and who you represent?
Yes, Your Honor. Elvira Villarreal, attorney for custodial parent Margarita Vasquez.
Okay, and
also known as as Margarita Jimenez Romero.
all right, and Mr. Nelson, your name and who you represent?
Nelson Jaramillo, attorney of record for Miguel Pedraza, Your Honor.
All right, and for the state?
Toya Armstrong, representing the Office of the Attorney General.
And what are we doing today, Ms. Armstrong?
Mr. Hamarillo filed a motion to withdraw from representing Mr. Pedraza. He filed it last night, and I needed to hear. So we need to have a hearing on if his motion will be granted or not before I can proceed with negotiation.
Okay, Mr. Jaramillo, you want to present your motion?
Yes, Your Honor. We were retained to represent Mr. Pedraza in 2013 and did so. We were notified in October of 2020 that a new motion to modify had been initiated by the state. And we were retained for the hearing, which was on the next day, I believe, October 8th, 2020. Since that date, Mr. Pedraza has been considering retaining us for the entirety of the remainder of his representation. He let me know last night that he was not going to retain us and that he was going to proceed pro se. I immediately prepared and filed a motion to withdraw and emailed a copy to the parents' counsel, Ms. Villarreal.
Okay, Mr. Pedraza, you're in agreement with this? Mr. Jaramillo or the Jaramillo law firm is not going to represent you in this matter. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Anyone objecting to this?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Villarreal.
No objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, the only thing that I would like to mention is that discovery was e-served on Attorney Jaramillo on October 23rd, and we emailed him those documents again on the 23rd. I believe there was an issue with the e-filing that he didn't get. We haven't received any responses. I just want to make sure that Mr. Pedraza is aware that there is outstanding discovery for this case.
Mr. Nelson, have you provided Mr. Pedraza with that motion, that request for discovery?
I had been attempting to reach him, Your Honor, for quite some time, trying to respond to that discovery. We were never able to receive a response until yesterday. So I went over it with him late last night, but did not have a chance to see him or hand him copies of any of the discovery itself. Just went over what was being asked for, because at the time I thought I was going to be represented.
You understand, Mr. Pedraza, that there's a request for discovery that you have to answer?
Yes.
All right. Do you have a copy of that request for discovery?
No, sir. I do not have a copy of it.
All right. Ms. Villarreal, do you have his address?
No, Your Honor.
All right, what is your address, Mr. Pedraza?
My billing address or email?
Your address, your residence, where are you living?
710 Alvin Street, Pasadena, Texas 77506.
All right. Ms. Villarreal and Mr. Nelson, will you make sure that those requests for discovery are forwarded to Mr. Pedraza? And Mr. Pedraza, you need to read that request very carefully, and you need to file your answers to those, okay? And the court will grant the motion for withdrawal as attorney of record, which has been agreed to on the record by the father, and no objections. All right, anything further?
Nothing
No,
further
Your
at this
Honor.
time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, if everyone can log back into except Mr. Hamarillo, you don't have to, but everyone else can log back into the original Zoom so we can begin negotiation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.